What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about Megatron with the AKA promo. Now, I do want to tell you guys this, just before we get into it, you can actually see the way that Megatron is built in the game to kind of see if he's going to fit your scheme. You know, this year of Madden is all about the high pass and mossing, but even if you're not into that, he's still probably, I don't want to say probably, he's the best wide receiver in the game right now, just with the abilities and the things that he gets on his card. I'll go over that in a second, but one of the major things you're going to want to do is make sure you check out the challenges, because you will get a free 83 overall card, and you will get those tokens that will eventually give you a free AKA card in the future. My problem is this, though, with the way EA Sports has done it. The reroll situation is kind of glitchy, because over the weekend, a lot of you guys had a lot of success. You know, you pulled that new safety legend. The dude was a monster. But with the way that they do this, right, where they only give you one, and it's like, I guess they update it weekly, you know, whatever. You know, this is what makes it a little bit more crazy, because not only haven't the players that have been winning Super Bowls been getting their trophy packs or coins, or when you just generally do anything within the game, they've taken away the other ways to kind of put together the cards for specific promos, like the AKA player one, right? These were all good. Like, I had no real complaints, because if you want to go ahead and grind through this, I've seen numerous people pull the max cards out of the Gridiron Guardian. So that's not it. I just don't see what the point is with them doing that with the AKA, unless they understand, like, prime time is coming and it's just more money, right? Because if they do it this way, where they give you the lower level cards, it'll be much easier to complete the sets for the promo. So this is all like a kind of weird game, and letting us know that they are going to make this promo probably the best one. Now remember, I want to point something else out to you guys. Team Diamonds is on the way. All right, and just to clarify, you can see what's in this, right? One random item from the following: 80 plus overall platinum players, common or better strategy items, auctionable solo uniforms, 86 overall rookie premier players, and a chance at a limited when there's a limited available. So there are none of them in the the variety pack. If you guys are looking to, yo, gee, I'm about to get glitchy. You're not getting glitchy with AKA. AKA is, dude, there's no glitchiness in it. So all you're gonna do is let EA have their way with you, and that's pretty much it. So let's go over a few things really quickly, right? Just so you guys know, I'm gonna go over more in depth, more about Megatron in another video, because it's a lot that you have to unpack. But in the final tier, right, you do get all these options for 1 AP. Now, depending on what kind of formation you run and what you do with your team, that will determine what you want on the player. But because I'm always mossing, I'm gonna go with the deep out elite. All right, I'm just gonna let you guys, let you guys understand that. Wide receiver apprentice is glitchy if you run tight formations primarily, and then you want to audible to, to wide and things like that. That will make him unbelievable. Haven't seen a lot of people run mid in elite. Haven't seen that. Is it glitchy? It could be, but most routes you get off with the short in and the short out. All right, just to kind of give you guys that insight. But let's go ahead and go further into what EA Sports has done, speaking of the AKA program. By the way, if you put like a search, if you put like a name in this thing, even though they said they patched it when you like reset everything, the name still stays there. So make sure you guys go and clear it out manually until EA decides to actually fix it. It was in the patch notes that they fixed it, but just like anything else that they fix, it's never really fixed. But that's neither here nor there. Now, with the challenges, right now you should be 10 of 26. If you've done every AKA challenge, which means that in another 16 tokens time, you're going to get any one of those players for free. Now, the fantasy pack version, let's read what it is a BND. So what you're going to, it's a fantasy pack, so probably going to have all of them. Whatever the prices are for like the T-Sizzles, the Nightmare, Revis, Megatron, all that stuff, probably won't be what it is right now. Because that's what my issue is. You don't really have a lot of options. And then when you go over here, you need 11 83s to make an 88. Now, the 83s are going for about 19K, 1920, whatever. All right, it's down to 16 now. So you can take your time building this up, but 11 of them is going to be very, very hard to make a profit unless you buy a bundle, right? That's the only way. But one of the other things that I was doing earlier, to help me get Calvin Johnson completed, I was actually doing these sets. I was doing the 83s and just selling them for 20K a pop to kind of get my coins up a little bit. That was one of the ways I was doing it, just to give you guys some coins reference in case you're looking for that. It's going to be very, very difficult to do it in any other fashion, putting together these sets, because EA has made it very, very difficult to obtain the cards. And like I showed you in the training situation, you only get that one 87 plus, and it's definitely not worth it. Now, when you go over to the auction house and you start checking the prices, you're probably gonna fall like, dude, right out of your chair. Because this is what the situation is. I like the fact that everybody is not gonna be able to have the cards, but I do believe that it should be more options to get the cards, right? You should be able to put together a suitable amount of cards to make those cards, or have training rerolls. Training rerolls actually makes EA a lot of coin in their pocket. Not mutt coin, real money. Because I've seen several of you guys come to the channel and tell me the exorbitant amounts of training that you have spent trying to pull cards. So they make money regardless. I don't see the reason for them not to have that as some kind of availability. You know what I'm saying? It just seems weird. So in my opinion, right, it shouldn't be this crazy. Now, as we go further down, you start to see the Megatrons. Now, is Megatron, how much is Revis? Do they got any Revises up here? Yo, dude, I would see a Revis. Oh, 100 items are found. So let me search Revis to kind of see. Because Revis is also a guy that I know a lot of you guys are like, yo, he's a short guy, like whatever. He's probably going to be a boss. If you play around and go into the challenges and see the way that they built his body and his archetype, he looks like he can defend anything. And it's Madden, so it's like, all right, you know, more than likely he'll be able to get up there with, you know, with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back and take a look at this, right? Some of you guys are gonna complain, yo, G, I can't afford Calvin. Yo, I don't like what EA is doing. Let me just be very, very clear. His card is like serious business. I have no issue, okay, with whatever the market determines the prices to be. If we go back to 20, you go check my Madden 20 videos out. I bought that golden ticket Bo Jackson for like 3 or 4 mil and sold them for 5 mil. But at that time, it was easier to make coins. Right now, it's not as easy, and they've taken away a lot of ability to do it. So, and like I said, I believe it's intentional because you don't really have a lot of options. If you are like me with Calvin Johnson, this guy's gonna be on your roster no matter what. It's like, yo, bro, what? Oh, the light bill due? All right, I ain't gonna pay it, but you ain't gonna be able to play the game either because the light gonna be off. So that's kind of weird. Probably look at something else. But either way, you're gonna get it done. The way that this game is set up, though, you have to make a choice. You have to make a choice on how you're going to do it. And whichever way you choose to do it, that's on you. All right, it doesn't really matter, but I'm just letting you guys know. I don't have a problem with his price being this way, but I'm just letting you guys know. As things go on week to week and you get that, you know, you get eligible for that free player, he's gonna come down drastically. It's gonna be the player that's, released last. That's gonna be the moneymaker, but you're not gonna actually have to do anything because you can get the fantasy pack. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's always that last tier card that you get the most out of. I just don't see how they're gonna keep the 88s at 200K. So with the way that works right now, I had to spend 200K per 88 to complete it. Well, now it's down to 196, but that's going to be sold probably fast. If you click on it, it'll probably be gone because everybody already knows, like, you know, what's going on. So you'll see it's automatically instantly gone. This probably won't stay the same, and a lot of you guys may able to be, you know, snipe a couple things, but I'm just letting you know, as far as everything goes with the players themselves, Megatron is definitely one of the best cards in the game right now. I would just try to figure out if you really, really want him, you're going to probably have to sell some players off your team, or you're going to have to wait until the prices start to dwindle down a little bit as the week goes on. Maybe when the team diamonds drop, there's like a different, you know, player that's suitable along those lines. But EA Sports has made it very, very hard to get a lot of these cards organically without spending money. So you guys got to be smart about the way you attack it. That's my point. I need you guys to go ahead and make sure that you don't overspend. And if you are a legend theme team, you might have players that are, you know, on the chopping block. I'll give you a quick example. I'm going to keep Fitzgerald for now, but we don't need Mike Ditka because we have 41 of 40. These kind of players, Jeremy Shockey is like the power up, but you can get rid of certain cards. And we also got Marshawn Lynch cheap because, you know, it goes both ways. The previous cards are going to get cheaper, the newer ones will get more expensive, and you got to know when to snipe. So let me know what you guys are dealing with. Are you enjoying Megatron's card? Let me know about that as well. I'm going to give you guys a video like pretty much explaining the way to use Megatron very, very soon, just so you guys don't think it's sweet. Because EA think they slick, but they're not. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.